Hello everyone. So I'm very privileged and honored to be talking to Dr. Vishal Hubli, who has just secured AIR 2 in NEET SS 2024 surgical group. First of all, many congratulations, Dr. Vishal. And as he has conveyed that he wants to pursue surgical gastro, so I would welcome you to the department or the field of surgical gastroenterology for that matter. So congratulations.
Thank you very much.
How's it feeling right now?
It feels extremely very happy and very proud of how things have been, sir. Extremely elated and very happy to get this rank eventually. All the hard
Yes.
work coming down to this.
Definitely, definitely. All hard work has paid off. So
Yes,
tell us
sir. Yes,
about
sir.
your background and your journey. How did you go across your preparation and everything?
Yes, sir. So, hello everyone. I'm Dr. Vishal Ubaldi. I finished my undergraduation from Bangalore Medical College and I did my post graduation in MS General Surgery from Mysore Medical College in Karnataka. And after that, I actually gave my first attempt in NEET SS 2023, where I'd secured a rank of around 645. But I wanted to pursue gastro, so and also gastro in one of the best institutes. So I just wanted to give it another shot. So I joined work. I was working in a private hospital in Mysore. Uh, it was basically a surgical gastro department, and my consultant there, Dr. Arvind, he is also from GB Pant Hospital, Delhi. Actually, he is a alumni of that. So he was also one of kind of a good inspiration for me.
Right.
And just before exams, I took a break of around 2 to 3 months to focus exclusively on studies. My preparation started around 10 months ago, but last 2 to 3 months were totally focused only on studies. And yes, sir, that's how my journey has
Right.
been.
Right. So I'll just like to tell the viewers that even he has been counterpart and support to Dr. Vikas, who has secured AIR 33 and NEET SS 2024.
Yes, sir.
So give us a view on that aspect as well, Vishal.
Yes, sir.
How do you
To
guys
be honest,
prepare?
I don't think me or Dr. Vikas would have been in this place if we were not there for each other. That group discussions helped a lot actually, sir. So we started studying. I mean, we had to do group studies from last 10 to 12 months. And whatever doubts we had, we used to clear it off. We used to study on our own and devote some time every day towards group studies so that we clear each other's doubts. And that's how we kind of pushed each other's limits. And then we tried to get better on with every grand test that we gave. And it was a very healthy competition, you might say.
Yeah.
So this discussion extremely helped us a lot, sir.
Yeah. So when I had the conversation with him, I said the same thing that more often than considering each other as a competitor and bringing each other down, you both guys
Yes,
helped each other and took us at healthy competition and worked hard for with
yes,
each
sir,
other
exactly.
actually.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think that plays a very important role when you have such group discussions and people of the same mindset. It helps you a lot and brings out the best from you.
Yes,
So,
sir.
next, what I would like to ask you is about the preparation being because this video, many aspirants will be watching. So, when I ask you about the preparation, I want you to touch upon what you read, how you solved, what was your preparation schedule like, so that it gives an inspiration to the aspirants about the same.
Yes, sir. So for the initial few months, I was working and studying both from the last around 10 to 12 months. So initially, I used to go for work and do the work there diligently and then come back. And the remaining around 3 to 4 hours, whatever I used to get, I used to like go through all the basic textbooks first, sir. I just had to finish my readings from Savastan and Whale line to line without skipping anything. Once that was done, and then I moved on to the next phase, that is solving MCQs with slightly more intensity. Because once you get hold of the subject, after that you can build up on your MCQ solving skills. And that's when I started solving more MCQs, like keeping a target of around 100 per day approximately initially, and then gradually increasing over time to 150 to 200. And in the meantime, I had also I came across your Sushrita LGS Decathlon test series, sir, through my
Yes.
friends, and then that's when they recommended me to go for it because they told me it was really helpful, and I'm very very glad that I actually turned out to be one of the subscribers, and I just had a motto like you have to keep improving on every test, sir. Initially, in the
Yes.
first few tests, my score was not that great. It was around 105 approximately. And then with every test, I just had to build some extra, confidence in myself and then try to get more answers right. And we also had this thing that me, Dr. Vikas, and another friend of mine, Dr. Varun, we used to sit and discuss each and every question of the test series that you gave us.
Right.
We kind of had an in-depth discussion how this person is thinking, how he is thinking, and I must have done right or wrong.
Right.
So that will give an analysis of how the paper is at, how you can actually think, and how one person thinks, how you might be wrong and how you might be right.
Right.
So those discussions of 3 to 4 hours after every test, that was one thing we did it very diligently,
Yeah.
and that also gave us a boost. And in the last 3 months, I quit my work for the last 2 to 3 months and focused entirely on studies. And then that's when I started my second revision. So I just went through all the concepts of Bayesian Savastan again. And one more big advantage of the test series was that the concepts were directly from Schwartz, which we must have missed sometimes here and there. We would not have studied so much if it wasn't for your test series, especially
Yeah.
the Schwartz concepts. Super helpful, sir. Very, very glad that we took it up so that it also gave us an advantage that compared to other MCQ banks that we were strengthening our concepts from Schwartz also.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So, and after that, you also used to hold the discussion videos sir, after the tests and used to clear our doubts. And all these things put together, coming down to this, thanks, sir.
Right.
Feels very good.
Yeah, at the end, it is obviously your hard work, but I'm glad and thank you for the kind words that I could be and our platform could be of help to you. So,
Yes,
from
sir.
what you said, I think to summarize so that the aspirants can take a hold is that the textbook reading is forming the base, especially Bailey Sabiston. And what do you
Definitely.
say about now adding on Schwartz to their reading from now? What do you say about that?
As we have seen, there are definitely a few questions every year from Schwartz directly. But considering that Bailey and Sabishna are the main textbooks that we must go through, reading Schwartz line to line becomes very difficult.
Yeah.
So in that scenario, it is better if we just go through at least the tables and the diagrams, what is given in Schwartz.
Yeah.
If we go through that, then it will definitely give us an edge over others.
Yeah.
And what I felt is that considering the trend of NEET SS pattern, it is more of clinical oriented
Yeah.
questions, and they have started, picking up questions directly from textbook. I mean, it's coming down.
Mm.
So I would also suggest that if juniors and whoever else my colleagues are going to attempt it again, it is better if they keep working
Yeah.
and study both rather than just quitting work entirely
Yeah.
and studying. Because what we see in the wards, what work we do, how we handle the complications of any surgery, those are the questions which are directly asked, or even beat any subject. So that is one thing which I feel my other colleagues and juniors should focus upon.
Yeah, I think that's a very important thing you highlighted is that you not just concentrate on the rote learning of the textbook, but also your concept should be clear because
Yes,
that
sir.
is something which they are switching. And as you said that,
Yes, sir.
I'll just slightly add on to that thing that if you can read, then all three textbooks should be read. You should not skip it. And I'll also like your opinion that many people before few months they asked that what are the important points or important topics. But do you feel that there is an important list? Because I personally feel that in NEET SS, you cannot have an important list of topics. You need to read almost everything because the question can be from anywhere.
Yes, sir. Like we've seen the last 2 to 3 exams, there is no fixed pattern as such that they can ask any number of questions from any topic for that matter, sir. This
Yeah,
time it was a surprise that so many questions from cardiothoracic surgery had
yeah,
come. So we may not know what the trend might be in the future. So
Yeah.
there is no fixed syllabus or fixed important topics that we have to study. It is better to get hold of all the topics. I mean, even if not in depth, at least the basics, the core concepts should be must. We should There should be no fault in our core concepts. So basically,
Yeah.
so if
That I,
we focus on that, then I think we'll have a better rank because
yeah.
eventually, even if the questions are clinical based, many of the consultants who prepare the questions, they set questions from what their experience is from their
Yeah.
routine clinical works. So if the concepts are right, then we can get many of the questions right.
Yeah. And
We
also
may not
important
need to
thing.
mug
Yeah.
each and every line from the textbooks. It is important to have a good one or two reads from the textbook. That
Yeah.
forms a very strong foundation.
Yeah.
But after that, it's better to be in touch with clinical scenarios.
Yeah. So I think I agree with that, that your textbook reading is must, and that first two readings form the base foundation,
Yes,
very rightly put by you. That it is not that you need to read to mug up, you need to read to basically understand and have your concepts clear. That is something which is very important raised by you. And
yes, yes,
many people think that textbook reading is for rote learning or for just mugging up, but that is for building your concepts.
yes, yes.
That is something which you very rightly said. So, other thing what I want to ask you is I would like you to tell upon two important things. Is one is the importance of MCQ practice, how you did it and how they should do it. And second is the importance of either using some notes or making your own notes and how to utilize them for the revision purposes.
Okay, sir. So coming to the first point regarding MCQs, rather than directly jumping to MCQs, it is important to have that first one or two reads from the textbooks because that will give you the required confidence to solve the MCQs and also it will help you to analyze how you have studied and what might have gone wrong. That is how you'll know what fault you were at or what some minor things here and there which you might have missed during your textbook readings. So once you have been through the textbooks after one or two reads, and then you should start solving MCQs. Like I said, probably initially around 50 MCQs per day, then gradually increasing to 100, 150 to 200 in the later stages. The most important point is obviously it's a clean MCQs solving because eventually exam is all about that.
Yeah.
So unless we solve MCQs, we will not have an idea what our thinking is, what we are going wrong, what we are doing wrong.
Yeah.
You might have studied for 10 times, but unless you do MCQs, that will not
Yeah.
be fruitful, sir.
True.
And I've seen many of my friends, what they do is they tend to keep MCQs or solving GTs at the end, very end, like just before exams. I think that should not be done. Like whenever
Yeah.
you get the chance to do GTs, you just have to give the tests and then reflect back upon it. Because in the end, it will all get piled up. So there's so much to do
Yeah.
and you can't do it at all.
Do everything together. Yes.
Yes, sir. So that MCQ solving will try to bring out your critical thinking and your analysis of the questions, and analysis of each and every four options, like how to rule out and how to rule in the options. So
Yes.
that is very helpful, sir. You should start it
Yes.
as soon as possible and then gradually build upon it.
Yes.
And coming to the notes part, I don't believe in reading someone else's notes, to be honest. So I don't like reading the printed textbook notes. I
Yeah.
had to believe in my own notes because one is it will give you a practice of just writing things down, and that will help you remember things better.
Yeah.
And in the end, it will also become a very crisp this
Yeah.
thing of your entire textbook, so which you can like finish revision in a short span of time instead of reading the entire textbook again. So, like probably even Dr. Vikas might have told you, me and him, we just made our own notes from
Yeah.
the important aspects. And one more thing is about GIT, Savviston, line to line. There's no doubt about it. We have to
Yeah.
be
You have
thorough.
to read that. Yes.
Yes. I probably must have read it around 5 times. So every time you read it, you'll feel there's something which you might have missed out in the last readings. So regarding GI, that is one thing which I wanted to stress upon, sir.
Yeah. So what I felt is that, as you said, that multiple reading is important, but I think that multiple reading that is basically you are doing multiple revisions. So I think that is a very
Yes.
important point that no matter how many things you have read, if you don't revise, it's not going to help you. So, what is your take on
Yes,
the
sir.
revision?
So eventually revision is the key because instead of reading a new concept, it is better we revise something which I've already studied because that will what my course of action the last 3 months was. If I study some topic today, the next day within 24 hours, I used to like have a quick revision of it in the last like half an hour or 1 hour and then move on to the next topic. So that will help you consolidate the topic which you have studied and that will help you to retain the concept for a longer time, sir. Instead of like reading today and then revising it back again after probably 2 or 3 months, that won't help much. It is better we give it a second read in the very few days after it so that you can help it.
Your video got.
Help you to retain
Your
the
video is breaking. Yeah, now it's fine. I can't hear you. Hello.
hello, sir.
Yeah, now I can hear you. Your audio and video got
Yes, sir.
stuck in between. We are saying we are talking about the revision. Yeah.
Yes, sir. So that was how we used to revise. Give it a quick another second or third in the next few days after you have finished reading a topic. And if possible, just jot down the important points in your notebook, and that will be helpful for your further last minute revision also, sir. And if you, when you, as and when you solve MCQs, you find some extra important topics or points, you can just add on to the notes also.
Right.
So that was how I used to revise things, sir.
I think that's a very important thing that not just reading and revising what you have read earlier, but also when you're solving an MCQ or a topic which you come across, make sure that if you feel that that is tough or you are not able to recollect, that is something which you should immediately jot down and make sure you revise it again. I think that's a very
Yes, sir.
important point you raised. So now coming to Vishal, about Sushruta and how and what content you use and how did it help you? If you can just let us know, so it would be great to hear from you.
Yes, sir. So I had subscribed for the Decathlon test series, the 15 tests, and I'd also subscribed for the Bailey and Sabiston masterclass
Masterclass,
tests and
yes.
discussions, the 30 questions each from each topic. So I did the masterclass T&Ds in the end, sir. Like in the last 1 month, when I had revised everything, I used to do those MCQs. And the grand test, as and when they were posted, we used to solve them then and there. And one very advantage of the grand test from Shushrita, what I found was it helped us think out of the box because it involved a lot of your analysis and your critical thinking, and because the options were so close that it was very difficult to rule out a rule in the options and to find the right answer. So that gave us an extra edge because unlike other GTs, this really helped us to like think out of the box, as I said, sir. And one more thing is it also helped us a lot in clearing our Schwartz concepts. It was very heavily based on Schwartz, so which many people might tend to ignore them. Many of them might just stick to Berry and Sabiston and ignore Schwartz.
Yeah.
But since we subscribed to this, we had to be sure that we went through Schwartz concepts also,
Yes.
and that also helps in the exam because there are definitely questions asked from Schwartz, sir.
Yeah. So if
So
I ask you very bluntly, if you can tell me about the pros and cons or the positive and negatives of Sushruta in terms of content, in terms of app, I will be happy to hear from you, both positive, negative, because I believe that positive encourages me to work hard and the negatives encourages me to improve upon. So what's your take on that?
So I don't think there are any cons as such. But coming to the pros, like I said, one is the Schwartz concepts, and one is the standard of questions. To be honest, which was kind of similar to the NEET SS level, very close options and very thought-provoking kind of questions. And coming to the app, it is constructed in a very, user-friendly way. So we can make our own notes, take our own notes, then highlight important points. So in the end, once I finished all the GTs and when I had to go through all the GTs again for revision, I can just look at the extra points or extra highlights which I have done myself instead of reading the entire the solution of the answers of the
Yes.
question. So that helped us a lot. I don't think this feature is available on others. So this was
Yeah.
something which you introduced during the GTs. Very, very
Yeah.
helpful, sir.
Yeah. The highlight feature, I think no platform has as of
Yes, sir.
now in the in the MCQ especially.
Yes, sir.
So thank you for the positive feedback. So coming to the end, I would like you to give a message out to the aspirants who will be watching this regarding how to prepare or in general about the NEET SS, how they should have the mindset, how they should prepare. If you can just help them out.
Yes, sir. So if for the people who are going to appear for the next exam, it is important first to have that belief and confidence in yourself that you can do it, because the top ranker can be anybody. So why not you? I mean, you can be one among them if you like really put in the hard work. One more thing is you have to be very consistent from the very beginning, sir. Uh, just studying here and there, taking a month off, then coming back and studying again, that won't help much, because I think the next NEET is not far ahead. It's probably a few months ahead, sir. So it is important for them to be consistent from the very beginning and starting to solve MCQs from as early stage as possible after reading the textbooks, making your own notes and sticking to it in the end for revision, adding the extra points to the notes, and then giving GTs diligently on time, sir, because that is one thing which will help you to understand where you stand among others in the competition, and that will also kind of give you an it will give you a confidence if you are scoring good, and in case if a score is coming low, it will also give you kind of a competitive edge that okay, I have to improve on this concept and this concept and so on.
Yeah.
Uh, and yes, I think that's it. Mainly,
Yeah,
that's
and the
how.
last thing what you said is very important about the mock exams, that it is not just practicing the questions, but understanding where you stand and where you are making mistakes and trying to analyze your how you're attempting, because that plays a very important role, and that is
Yes,
also one of the reason why I took 15, so that over the period of 3 months you improve your way of attempting the questions rather than just practicing them. So I think that's a very
yes, sir.
important thing, that if you want to give, you should not give before the exam. You should give minimum whenever we start,
Yes, sir.
or minimum 2-3 months before the exam. I think that's a very important thing.
Yes, sir.
So
I have started. Yes, sir. I had started giving GTs around 6 months before exams, and
yeah,
over the course of 6 months, I must have probably given around 50 or so GTs, sir.
yeah,
So it is really important. I would really stress upon giving GTs, like sitting for those two and a
yeah,
half hours. Even though I might have finished early, it is better to sit for the 2.5 hours and
yeah,
go back and revise the questions again, like you used to say, sir, in the discussion
yeah,
videos.
yeah.
Uh, there would have been some mistakes which would have done here and there, so that will even a single question right can become a very significant difference in your rank in the
Exactly.
end, sir.
Yes. Yeah.
So GTs and MCQs are the mainstay, is what I would say.
Yeah. So, many congratulations again, Dr. Vishal, and I welcome to the field of surgical gastroenterology and look forward to
Thank you
meeting
so
you
much.
in all the future GI surgery conferences from now on. And thank
Sure,
you
sir.
so much for talking to us. And I hope your talk can inspire many of the aspirants out there. So, thank you for connecting with me.